Trapland Pat, how's it going?
I'm doing good. I had a show yesterday. I'm tired.
Okay. Where you performed out here in LA?
Yeah. At Catch One, someplace called Catch One, I think. Downtown.
Oh, that's what's up. That's dope. Is that your first time performing out here?
Yeah, that was my first time. LA, that was my first show in Cali.
First time in Cali altogether?
No, that was my first time with a show in Cali. I be coming to Cali all the time.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, I like to get to know rappers a little bit better. Growing up, family was like, and all the stuff just to get to know you. So where you from? Where you out of?
I'm from Florida. I'm from Deerfield Beach, Florida, South Florida.
Okay, is that like by Miami?
No, that's a different county. It's more north of Miami.
Oh, okay, so you're where you are is north of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about how far from Miami are you?
30 minutes.
Oh, okay, you're right there then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and what was it like for you growing up there?
I'm Haitian, so there was a whole bunch of stuff in the way. Vocabulary was limited and stuff, so it's just like there's a whole lot of stuff that played a role in making me who I am today.
Okay. You said you're Haitian. Is that
I'm Haitian.
So? The Haitian's really big in Florida. So I'm not from. Never been to Florida, but I mean, I've heard little things here and there about it. So it's like, hey, there's a lot of Haitians in Florida.
Yeah, Florida, New York. There's other places too, not just Florida, but yeah, Florida got a lot of Haitians.
And so what was your childhood like growing up?
I mean, my parents were strict, so it wasn't really too much. It was just A, B, and C, school, church, home. It wasn't really no playing around. It wasn't no extracurricular unless you played sports. But that's just what it was. It wasn't fun growing up. It was more of a discipline thing growing up. My parents, they never wanted me to have no fun, so it wasn't really no fun thing. Mm-hmm.
That's rough. That sucks, man. Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got an older brother.
Okay. What was high school like for you?
High school was, I was playing football in high school. High school was it was alright. I mean, we were trying to make it to college, so high school was lit. I went to like 3 different high schools. But high school was good. High school, I felt like that's where I really realized like stuff that I could do, like my talent pretty much, taking my talent to the next level, taking stuff more serious.
Did you say you went to 3 different high schools?
Yeah, I went to 3 different high schools.
Oh, what happened? How come you went to 3 different high schools?
I transferred from my first high school to the second high school. I was absent too much, so they were withdrawing me from the school. I just went to another school, and I ended up graduating from another school like the second half of my senior year, cause I ain't never used to like to go to class on time, so it was just like I had way too many absences, and we had some serious administrators, so they didn't really want to hear none of that if you were an athlete and you can't go to class because you were a student first. So yeah, I ended up getting kicked out.
Okay. And you said you were an athlete and you were going to go to college, but you didn't?
I did. I went to football. I was in Indiana, a little small school in Indiana. Then I ended up catching the charge when I came home during spring. And I couldn't go back. Once you catch a charge, like you don't got no scholarship no more. You missed all them practices and stuff, so it was like...
So you had a scholarship?
Yeah, I was playing football.
Man. What was the charge for?
It was like drug charges. It was some drug charges that I caught when I came home. Yeah,
that sucks, man.
Serious charges for real.
So you get kicked out of college, and what do you do with yourself now?
I went to rapping. I mean, I was already rapping, but...
Well, at what point did you start rapping?
Like my 10th grade year of high school, I started going to the studio, but I wasn't really serious. And I came back from college, it was real more serious. Like, okay, I got to do music videos, let's pay for the studio and stuff. But I was doing all of that through me. I ain't having no management or nothing. I was just doing it on my own.
Okay, so you were just determined. That was something you always had a lot of passion for.
I mean, I was like 3 years. I was going strong for like 3 years, but I've been rapping for like 6 years. But at 2017, when I got kicked out after that, I went serious. I was just grinding without no destination. I just knew I was going somewhere.
Okay, so now you get kicked out of college, and you said you start going hard rapping.
Mm-hmm.
That's like your main focus at that point?
Yeah, that's my main focus. I
And
ain't have nothing else after that. I ain't have no backup plan. But I wasn't acting like I ain't have a backup plan. I just looked at football as just a little alternate from school. I mean, rapping was just an alternate for football. So I ain't beat myself too much up about it. I just kept it like more on a positive note, even though like people couldn't really see the path I was trying to go to. I ain't even see it though, but I just knew I wasn't about to fail or something.
at what point do you start putting music out?
As soon as I got home.
Internet?
As soon as I got out, I made some back to the basics. Like a couple of days after I got out, I made a little video right outside the Broward County Jail.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And did it do good from the beginning?
It was alright. It was more of a versatile song. People ain't really expect it. I ain't even expected it to do what it did. Yeah, it did something. It sparked a little fire, but it wasn't lit all the way. It was just like preheating the oven.
Okay. And you came up strict, and your family was real strict, and now you're kind of like in the music business, which is completely the opposite of probably how you grew up.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
Like when you say what's that like what do you mean exactly?
What's it like going from such a strict environment so now you're in music environment, which is
it's more like a fun thing. But I mean, it was a big like transfer. I would have rather took the football route though if I never would have caught the Chargers. But I used to look at it like, man, rapping way easier than football. But at the case, it's not. That's not really the case. I would have took the football route though. But rapping is just mandatory. I ain't got nothing else to do. I need something that's gonna bring me just as much as money as if I was to make it in football. So I was just like, man, this rapping shit might be the only way.
What was it about music that made you love music so much?
I already liked music. I just could never write. Like I wasn't good. So I liked it, but I knew I wasn't that good, but I still wanted to try because I'm determined. So I just started getting better and better. Like it's like a repetition thing, and I realized that like over time that I was getting more comfortable with my voice and my vocals and stuff. So I just figured like over time I'm finna get better regardless. Like it was a lot of doubt. Everybody I grew up with, damn man, wasn't too many people that wanted to see me do what I did, but it's just like I just kept faith. Like I wasn't getting no support from my parents. Like hell no. Like they wasn't really
they don't like you being a rapper.
Nah. They ain't like that. So it was just like I knew that in the back of my mind. I'm in this by myself though. It's just like for them 3 years, like from 2017 all the way to we in 2021, 4 years actually. I just knew I was in it by myself. Probably my homeboy used to give me some little motivational shit, but like when they kind of paying for stuff and getting shit done, videos, I had to come out the pockets for real. I was going broke off the music. Cause I had lawyer fees and stuff, so it's like that shit was getting overwhelming. Like around 2017, 2018, I was steady going in and out. Probably went in and out like 2-3 times. It's like I couldn't get right, but it's like I kept some type of faith. I was like, man, this time might be different.
Who were some of your influences
To make music?
Yeah, that you grew up listening to?
I grew up listening to Drake, a lot of Drake, Wayne, cause my brother, he's a 94 baby, so he used to listen to a lot of Drake, Fabulous, Wayne, Future. I used to listen to Kodak too. So it was more, he used to like listening to all this weird stuff, J. Cole, not really weird, but like, he didn't really zone in on one specific type of music. He was all over the place, Dom Kennedy, Hot Boy, like Eazy-E, Soulja Slim, BG. A lot of stuff going on, so.
Variety.
Yeah, it was a variety. I always used to hear him listening to these type of music, but I couldn't really like understand it too much though.
Florida has a pretty good movement going on right now. A lot of artists coming out of Florida. A lot of Florida artists are blowing up. You know, it's a good time to be from a Florida rapper.
Yeah, Florida's on fire right now, man. Yeah, Florida's definitely on fire. I always tell everybody that. Like, everybody's looking at Florida right now, bro. I know y'all can't see it, but like I could feel it. Like I could see it. Look what position I'm in now, so it's just like somebody's watching.
Yeah, it's it's hard to see it from way over here. You know, because we got our own movements, and you know what I'm saying, over here we have our own rappers that are hot from this area that you guys probably don't know nothing about, you know, that are doing, you know, million here, million there, you know what I'm saying, type of views and stuff, you know. As you know, you started rapping in high school and you kept progressing and everything. At some point, you meet Fredo Bang.
Oh yeah, I met him at a video shoot, but it wasn't really nothing right then and there. I just took a picture and then he just said a couple things. But we ended up meeting again last year, November. Somebody from his team reached out to me, saying that they were interested. Like, so we met up. We came up to a conclusion on what we could do and what we want to do, and how we wanted to get it done. And ever since then, it's just been big business.
Okay, so you guys, you know, meet up and
chop it up,
get to know each other a little bit.
Weigh my options out. Listen, like it wasn't just like straight to the point like that. It's like, I'm pointing at like, what do you need from us? What do you want us to do? What do you feel like you're missing? Stuff like that before we got in the depth of what we really were gonna do. So I let them know what's going on and what I feel like I could do and what I could produce. And ever since then, it's been tight.
Okay, and how much music have you guys done together?
Yeah, we got some on this new project, but before that, I didn't have any songs with them on my last project because I just dropped one in April. But this one coming up is about to drop. We got some songs on there. We got some fire on there for real. So
after you meet him, he just checks out your music. Did you give him anything?
He already checked out my music.
So he already knew about you.
Yeah, he already checked out everything before I just came.
No, I meant when you guys met. I was talking about
what, like before, like
the first time you guys met. Did he already know who you were?
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't know who I was. I looked like a regular kid. Like my hair was just half like small. Like it was like he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know what was going on. He probably didn't even know I made music. I didn't come up to him on the music tip. I just was like, let me take a picture, bro. Years later, we linked on the same thing. He's like, I didn't even know you did music. So I wasn't really like too out that I did music too around the time too, because I didn't really like have too much confidence. I always used to be like, man, you feel me? You gotta work, fam. You don't gotta tell people you do music and they gonna come find you.
Yeah.
So I used to put in my head, you know, shit that'll have you hustling, like shit that won't make you too complacent on what you're doing.
Not real shit,
like
man.
That, for real.
That's what's up, man. You know, so you working on a project now?
Yeah, I mean, it's damn near done. Got to get mixed down and stuff. After this tour, I'm just gonna drop it.
Okay. And who all do you have on it?
I could just tell you, Fredo. I ain't gonna have too many features though. Probably like 2, 3. Still debating, but for sure Fredo's on there. Banger, like a little 12, 13 track list probably.
And is this your first release with Fredo Bang?
Second
release with him. Okay. Videos? Oh, you shooting videos for that project now, I take it?
Yeah, I'm shooting videos for that project now, and I'm still shooting videos for the last project too, so I'm not really playing around. I'm just staying busy.
Okay.
Nothing like having some extra videos in the chamber, so for a rainy day.
Nah, real shit. Okay. That's what's up, man. I see these are called Wicks.
Well, some people call them Wicks, but like in my neighborhood, we called them Bonks. Like growing up, like the older older kids used to have them like they were big, like they were damn near probably a little bit more bigger than these. But I always used to say I want the biggest ones. I got one of the biggest ones right now though, but people had bigger ones than these in my neighborhood growing up. My people used to be like, man, you don't need to be like them. And I used to be like, I ain't gotta be like them. I just want the hair. My peoples ain't really, yeah, they wasn't really going for that because they know what the hair lead to, and it's just like a whole bunch of stereotypes and stuff. So, but I ended up getting them anyway though. As soon as I came home, well, I already had them while I was in college though. But I wasn't trying to cut them. I don't even plan on cutting them anytime soon.
What are the stereotypes that go along with the hair?
Over there, like in South Florida, you get pulled over so quick. They see you with this right here. They don't even need to know anything. They're pulling you over like, what's up? Where you from?
Really?
Like they already know you up to something crazy, illegal.
So is it like, do they see it as like you're gang related or?
They see it as you're violent. You don't really. It could be gang related too, but they see it as you're violent. You don't really care. You don't really care about consequences. That's how they see it in South Florida. Yeah.
Why is it? Has it been a?
I be like a lot of people that do crime now that be having these in their head, so it's just like that's the only thing they know. So it's just like whenever they see it, they're like, oh hell no. Like South Florida, if you watch the news, you're always gonna see somebody like every day. If you take track of how many people go to jail every day, you're gonna see somebody with this in their hair. So it's just like they feel like that's what they target to lower the crime or whatever. I don't know. Whole Florida though. That's how it is.
Yeah, I see quite a few people with it. And you said they call them Bonks?
I call them, well, where I'm from, they call them Bonks. But people do call them Wicks. Yeah, Bonks.
Okay, Bonks.
I ain't never call them Wicks because I always felt like Wicks too small. How could you call these Wicks? Nothing about these, like, these Bonks. Like, these shit's huge, for real. And I always made sure, like, when I first started them, I was just like, man, I ain't gonna have no Wicks. I ain't gonna have no small shit. I don't want people calling them Wicks. That's why, like, in my songs, I'm always making reference, like, big ass bumps in my head. These are not Wicks. Shit like that. Just to let them know, like, oh, these not Wicks. But I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, that's all I hear, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not from over there, that's why. Thought I'd ask you about them. Get a little bit of the culture,
for sure.
The Florida culture. You know, how long does it take to grow that? Something like that.
My hair grows different. Like this only took me like 3 years. I can't say it'll take the next person 3 years. It's like I grew mine fast. It's cause like I didn't wash them really. Like I always kept them in the cat. And when I was in Indiana, it was very cold. Like always below 30, below 20. So. My hair didn't really, I didn't really sweat that much, so I grew accustomed to keeping my hair dry. And I realized that the less I wet them, like, the more I let them bulk up, the bigger they get. It's like, so they got just so big. And I just kept the same process when I left college, came down to Florida. I like, I'm just not going to wet them. I'm going to keep them in my cap. Like a little cap you keep your hair in, and I just left them. I only washed them like 2-3 times a year just so they could get this big.
Wow. Yeah. Seems like a lot of work.
Shit like an experiment. I mean, it's not a lot of work because I'm not touching it. I'm just leaving it in the cap. I mean, it get itchy sometimes, or headaches sometimes because there's a lot of hair on your scalp, but it's not no work at all. I'm really lazy. I never really like taking care of my hair. I got like a dry scalp, so my hair is very dry. It ain't too much I could do with it.
Oh, okay. What do you think your biggest song to date is?
Big Business. Yeah,
okay. Right, how many views?
3 million.
3 million. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I thought I'd ask anyway. I seen that you stopped putting guns in your music videos.
Oh yeah. I mean, around the time like when I was doing it, when I came home from college and shit, I was just on that type of stuff. But I was like, that ain't really the type of look I'm trying to go into the industry with. At first it was like, you know, we got him, why not show him? But it just got to a point where I'm just like, nah, that ain't the right thing to do. so much kids like watching it and stuff. It's like it was just too crazy. Like niggas getting picked up for that type of stuff. So I was just like, man, I'm already in the red zone. I'm already in and out the slammer. Like, why would I keep showing guns in these videos, get picked up for something else? Then you really gonna, like, for real, all they gotta see is a video.
I've seen quite a few rappers starting to use props now in their videos.
That thing still make you hard. I feel like it still make you a target, though. Because they could come and act like they didn't know it was props. And you could have had something else going on. Now they're forcing you to go through what you had going on in the court system. And it's just like, all because you wanted to show a weapon in the video. And the weapon really don't mean nothing in the video, though. I mean, to some people it do, but it really don't. Well, to me, it don't. Around that time, it probably did. I felt like, yeah, like, niggas know what time it is. Like, no.
I interviewed a rapper, Swifty Blue. He's from out here. And we was talking about, he has face tattoos. And he was saying, like, you'll be judged different if you go to jail.
Obviously, they're going to look at you different and they're going to judge you different, But like, it is what it is, It is what it is, You want the attention. You put ink on your face, that's more attention. So it's like, you going to get that attention. You get what I'm saying?
Will you be judged different? Do you think you'll get more time from the judge with Bonks in your hair?
I don't know. I don't know if that's how it go out here, but I don't think so. Cause when I first got into trouble, I got out. I went and put 20 golds in my mouth, like permanent. I went to court and then the judge was like, take off your jewelry, and I was like, this is permanent in my mouth, and it's just like, it didn't raise any concern in the courtroom. It was just like, that's just what it was. And before, like, I ain't want to do it. I was telling my homeboy, like, damn, let me just finish with the court system first or something. They like, that shit don't matter. If they gonna railroad you, they'll railroad you right now. It don't really matter how you look. So I don't know. Probably down here it could go like that, but I don't want to say if you look a certain way, they'll railroad you.
Okay.
I feel like when you run out of chances, that's when they railroad you. Back against the wall, no lawyer, no...
When they keep seeing your face,
They keep seeing your face, yeah, they seeing you gone.
Yeah. Did you ever have a regular job?
No, I never had a regular job. I never had a regular job, for real. I mean, I tried, but I never got a job, and I didn't even have no charges. Well, I couldn't get no job. I was trying.
At what point did you try to get a regular job?
Like, 9th, 10th grade, I see my people, cause my parents, like, they stopped buying school clothes and stuff, like 8th grade, 9th grade, so it's just like, all on you now. I mean, they ain't really, like, forced me to do something. I could've went and got a job, but I tried. It wasn't working, so I just knew that them high school years, I gotta already get my feet wet, make some money some type of way to be able to, like, get stuff done if I wanted to do, like, prom and shit. But I ain't never do no prom, never do grad bags. I never did no after high school, like, stuff like that. I couldn't afford it, for real. So that shit was just crazy. I was just focused on football around the time, though.
You mentioned permanent.
Yeah, these permanent.
And how much does something like this cost?
It cost, I don't know, I feel like different dentists, they go based off their name, how high their name is, but it's 22 karat. I don't know how much it'll cost right now, but it can't go from, like, gotta go like from 8 to 10 or 10 to 12,000. Can't be more than that. Price of gold did go up though when I got these a while ago, but I know I paid like 10, 9, 10 around the time. It's cause you paying for the certain procedures. I forgot what it's called. But however they numb your mouth or whatever, anesthesia, whatever, they don't put you to sleep though, but they numb in the mouth. So you pay for that, so it's an extra fee with that. Cleaning your teeth before they put them things on and stuff. So you're not just paying for the gold, it's extra stuff you paying for it too. That's why some people won't really understand, like, that much for gold. No, they literally gotta, like, shave things down the right way, place things the right way. Like, for real. It's not a quick process. It's not too fast. It takes time.
How long did it take you?
I mean, I went in the morning. I left in the evening. I guess that's because they gotta when they get the size of your teeth and stuff, they gotta make the gold and stuff. And they be having other people in there. It's not too many dentists in there, so it's a line. So you gotta wait. Probably in the chair for like an hour. Hour and some change. Could be more depending on if they take breaks or the gold not fitting all right and they gotta go do something more to it with the machine. But it ain't too long though. But it's not quick too though. It's not something you just walk in and you walk out.
Did it hurt? Did they?
Yeah, I mean, I was loaded. I ain't gonna lie. I was so high. But I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I was so damn fried.
Was it sore afterwards, or?
I mean, yeah, your mouth gonna be swollen, especially if you're not used to doing that. Like, if you're not used to going to the dentist and stuff. I barely went to the dentist. I never had like a cavity in my life, so it was just like, damn, what is this dentist doing? Like on some shit. For real, I never really went to the dentist like that. Never had cavities. My parents ain't never let me eat candy, none of that.
Yeah, I had my wisdom teeth taken out. Man, them motherfuckers hurt.
That shit hurt.
Yeah, it was nasty.
You can't even eat, right?
How long could I not eat? Yeah, it was a few days you couldn't eat. I think like 3 days. Or you couldn't eat anything hard, maybe. Yeah, I had to keep, there was a 24 hours, you had to keep like gauze back here. It was a long time ago I had them taken out. I don't remember exactly everything, but yeah, I just remember on the way, it was like, because I still was numb, and on the way home, I'm like, oh, this ain't too bad. And then that shit wore off, and it was like,
They ain't get no painkillers or none of that.
Yeah, they did. They gave me some painkillers.
Yeah, I heard about that right there. Your mouth was swollen too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, my shit was swollen for like a week.
I think the wisdom tooth, like when they pull that, is more serious than when they go shave teeth down to put golds on. Your mouth would be swollen, but it ain't like the wisdom tooth. I done seen somebody shit hanging. I done seen their mouth swollen. Probably took out more than one though.
Yeah, real shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Take the time.
I appreciate you.
All the way
too,
from
man.
Florida. I wish you success. You know what I'm saying? Looks like.
Yeah, we gonna meet again for real.
Definitely, man.
For sure.
You know, looks like you got a lot of momentum going. You know, Fredo Bang he's on fire right now. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
He's one of the hotter artists.
He about to drop. He
You
got
know?
an album he about to drop. That shit gonna do numbers.
Yeah, he been just steady, just getting bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? Year by year.
Man. Yeah, that man could record. I remember when I went to the studio with him for the first time. It's just like 5 songs, like 5-6 songs, 3 hours. I'm in there. That was my first time just chilling, and I'm just seeing how you running through the song. And it's like he don't want to leave the booth till the song's over, and I was like, damn. And I thought I used to do something. Like, he making this from scratch.
Damn.
I learned a lot of stuff though. Yeah, for real. I just looking at him like, damn, he really showing me something different. And I'm not really used to people just walking in the booth and knocking shit out the way I be knocking shit out, way quicker and way more accurate. Yeah, he got way better. They gonna see though with this new project he got on the way.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit, man. I'm excited to hear everything you guys got coming up, man.
For sure.
Definitely, man. Well, it was good meeting you, man.
Yeah, good meeting you too.